Hey.
Hi.
You like it?
I don't know what it is.
Tentacle portal.
Is Octogeralt about to come out of that?
It creates tentacles. Would you like to see?
I guess while we're here, I might as well. I guess. What do I have to do?
Just stand there and brace yourself.
Well, what if I just what if I lure it out? Come on. Come on. You know you wanna. Oh! Oh! It worked!
Oh my god, it just couldn't resist!
It's just sort of there. Why? What's happening?
You like my tentacle portal?
Yeah, it's really cool, but also what?
I deeply hate Galadron's floppy open mouth underneath the tentacle bottle.
Let me at him! Let me at him! Oh, let me at him!
See, I have been known for creating tentacles. I have a long history of creating tentacles.
You do?
Yes. Would you like me to see? Would you like me to see? Please say yes.
Would you like me to cease?
Would you like me to see? I really want to be able to see.
I do like when you're blind, but I guess it would be better for everyone if you.
All right, let me just
see, because otherwise you'll be swinging a greatsword very poorly.
Let me just put the tentacle away. Okay. All right, there we go.
Actually, it was more of a.
To take you back in time to when I last created tentacles. So, are you ready for my genius?
Oh, you have a genius? I've never met him.
Hey! Now, I remember at the time being immensely, incredibly proud of this. I got it properly, drawn, commissioned. I went into a lot of detail, I think, and I'm really hoping that it holds up after many, many, many years.
I do have the vaguest memories of this happening. I don't remember the monster.
Let us then sit down together and watch.
What is and always
Iron Man, apparently.
Yeah, let's just watch Iron Man. Actually, let's fuck the video.
Let's just watch Iron Man together, man. Yeah.
Pro and Noob watches the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
my greatest creation is you.
Tentacles.
Okay, I think the memories are starting to come back. I vaguely remember this being Somnicanthy, but tentacle. Why is it just going back and forth?
It's quite funny. It's quite funny. The little back and forth, they're like his little satisfied nod. Yeah, tentacle. Hello, my fellow hunters. Today, oh, this is clearly in a post-behemoth world.
This is clearly in the Coral Highlands.
This was peak hunting, by the way. Rocket-powered greatsword and behemoth's armor set. This was it. This was the peak of power. I am excited because I am finally going to show off to you all my most precious baby. No, not you. Go away. Go away. Not you. Go away.
Not you.
Oh, she's died since then. That's so sad.
The way that you transferred from laughing to that statement was so sudden. Oh, that is sad.
It's about a while ago. In fact, it was so long ago she would have died again.
You died so long ago, you'd be dead again.
I'm just saying.
It sounds like a strange insult. Yo, mama's so dead. If she was still alive, she'd be dead again.
Shut up. Stakingly, lovingly crafting my own monster. Behold! God, this either is going to hold up really well or it's going to be incredibly embarrassing, and I'm not sure which.
I think it'll be cool. I don't know if it'll be modern Monster Hunter level cool.
If I recall, I think I'm here because I wanted it to be in the Coral Highlands.
Yeah, probably. That makes sense. I remember it being water-based.
Yes, because there was a severe lack of water monsters, so I went with that. It was something that Namiel helped address, but there still wasn't a huge amount of watery monsters.
Are we getting this now the right arm?
Well, it's important you take it all in, you know?
Here's the elbow ditch.
Look at the smooth, wet curves.
Look at the little frills coming off of that elbow. Oh yeah, I bet you like those. I bet they're probably really soft. Oh, now the neck. That noodly neck.
Where are we?
I believe we're, is that like an ear tentacle?
I'm so where are we?
I don't know, I've lost it. I don't know where we are anymore.
I think it's the head, maybe?
There it is. That's the one.
I call it. Okay, I think that's a very fucking cool design.
That is cool, yeah. I think it's vaguely Somnicanthy in hindsight.
I think this would hold up, especially the head tentacle.
I can see it as being like a nice, mid-tier, perhaps, like above Juros, sort of below like the Rathaloses.
Now the question is, did I make it fanged wyvern? Is it going to be a leviathan? Is it going to be a...
Surely it has to be a leviathan, but also the way that it's standing makes me think maybe not.
Yeah, exactly. It's four-legged.
It also has a beak, though.
It does have a beak.
Obviously, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but, you know, like, physiologically.
It does have this trait. Now, that doesn't actually mean anything, but I just want everyone to be clear.
All I'm saying is it's either an octopus or a bird, so...
Bird-topus.
It was the first, I was gonna call it cephadrome. Fucking...
First cephadrome! The very first cephadrome designed by me!
Cephalopod. Fucking cephalopod, that's the word. My fucking brain.
Oh, actually, that's a really good point. With hindsight, this would be a cephalopod.
This would have been totally different. Yeah, it absolutely would have been. But we didn't think that that would be a thing that they would ever do. I think I also at some point mentioned an idea I had for a monster that was like an octopus as a fanged beast where it like used tentacle arms. And that was because I also didn't think they would ever actually add octopuses.
Even without changing its design, I'd still recategorize it as a cephalopod.
No.
Yeah, you don't need... The shape doesn't define it. You can have, like, look at all the bird wyverns and brute wyverns. There's so many different shapes. Like, if a raptor is in the same category as Malfestio, but they're both bird wyverns, you can have squiddy, flexible, tentacle-based things in different shapes. Because Nikakos is a fucking cephalopod, despite also being an elder dragon, and he's very different from, obviously, Zuwu and...
Yeah, but he's also not a quadrupedal creature.
In any case, you have plenty of cross-skeleton... Like fucking Chadacabra is an amphibian despite having the Garangome fanged beast skeleton. So of course you could have a fanged wyvern skeleton, but it is a cephalopod.
Excuse me, they don't have the same. They're not the same.
Chadacabra uses Garangome skeleton.
Not in the same position at the very least. His body different.
4 pillars down, body in the middle.
That describes what you're looking at currently.
If you could see inside my brain, you'd understand.
I feel like that's true of a lot of things that you say that I don't understand.
I think I called it, because I still remember, Oclacerta. The Oclacerta! Yeah! Look, the name might need work. I do think the name needs work. I still agree with that.
Okay, hear me out. I think it looks more like a Pokemon.
Well, how's it like a... That's just because of the art style. It would be a fucking badass Pokemon. It's a combination of octopus and lizard in Latin. The name's not important. Okay, well, actually, that was some cool reasoning for the name. I had completely forgotten about. We're going to go on today exploring the facets of my new life. So, the goal here then was threefold. Number 1, put tentacles on a lizard. I think I was very successful in that design goal. I have, in fact, put tentacles on a lizard.
You have used the word lizard multiple times, which makes me lean towards saying this is probably more fanged wyverny.
2, try and achieve something unique even when put against the enormous roster of monsters, which is actually really difficult when designing a compelling, realistic, actually achievable new monster, having it stand out amongst 300 monsters.
And then also having it just be reasonable.
Wonderful critters. Unbelievably intelligent cephalopods, problem solving. See, I actually invented cephalopod right here as a monster category. So,
like as a term in the English language.
Yes, this was it. They didn't actually have a category until this video. Like ecologists everywhere were so thankful after they watched this on their YouTube device.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of views this has specifically from ecologists, and like all these comments that are just like, "Wow, that's such an inventive word for that type of creature that I never thought of before, but I love it."
Body squishing, weapon wielding, cunning little blighters that have so much going for them. I love iconic little blighters. And then mixing that, well, with the aforementioned lizard, because I love me some classic. Yeah, so I basically set out to make an octopus lizard.
Yeah.
And design-wise, I've made an octopus lizard.
I think it's pretty good.
Lizard. I mean, I own more lizards than any one man really should. Cephalopods then act. That just little aside of owning more lizards than anyone should is so funny because right now it's about...
You have a lot more.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I know you're not, but I like to imagine you're just like picking them up one at a time. It's like 1 puts down, 2 puts down.
There's currently 14 of them in the house.
Hey, you know, that's 2 for each day of the week.
And that's not even including the snakes.
Yeah, those aren't lizards, so, you know, that's reasonable.
Snakes actually are lizards, by the way.
Well, they don't have legs.
Sure.
We can move on.
quite underrepresented in Monster Hunter as a whole. I am 99% sure that's the case. Just to leave that 1% open for any of them actually comments coming my way.
Yeah, but before there's just like a million dislikes on the video because you said that one statement.
You know, I'm gonna check. Okay, yes, snakes are technically lizard. They're part of the same order.
All right,
okay,
cool.
we're good. It's all good. Kakos and Yamasukami holding that mantle, but they're both kinda, let's say, not very grounded designs, especially the literal flying one. Let's get to the good. I love it because this is a custom monster and I want it to be in the Coral Highlands, but obviously I can't have gameplay of it because it's a custom monster. It's just me walking around the Coral Highlands. Cinematically walking around the Coral Highlands, but just walking around the Coral Highlands.
Well, I mean, currently you're just swinging back and forth on a vine.
Just having a great time. Talk about the specifics of my little critter. So you sit back. Oh no! Oh no!
Why does it need a wrap?
Oh no!
Why does it need a wrap?
Oh no!
Why does it need... Also, the fact that like the brainwave when that specific rap backing track started playing, it's just like I remember this from so many things.
Why is this? Why is there a rap insert? There doesn't need to be a rap insert. Why is there a rap insert?
I had to assume you were talking and then you just like rhymed and then you were like, well, time to start rapping. It's like the slam poetry in the worst monsters video.
To be fair, I do like randomly inserting raps, so I'm not complaining at this.
Hey, as long as it's got that flow, I'm good with the situation.
It's not gonna have that flow, man. This was like 9 years ago or something.
7.5 or so, which is still sort of.
I've only kind of recently with Wilds achieved something that you could call flow.
Well, no, anyone could call it flow if it just doesn't necessarily mean it would be accurate.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
I just think, it's a bit, beauty is in the eye of the beholder and flow is in the ears of the listener.
Sometimes when I do a monster rap and it's particularly good and I've, had to put on the voice and modulate the voice to make it sound like the monster so it doesn't, you could reasonably believe it's not me doing it, but it is me doing it. Whenever I do a particularly good one, there's sometimes just a comment saying, oh, cool, you got cotton for this one. And it really upsets me.
You do good rap. We got our different styles. And apparently some people think that I'm you sometimes.
Buckle in, let's begin. My raps are so bad, make you wanna go and die.
Man, they're so bad that you want to die? I mean, they're not quite that bad.
My raps are so bad that it makes you want to go die.
My monster's so good, give you pleasure like hentai.
Whoa, no, don't go there. Not right now. You're talking about a tentacle monster. You can't do that.
Well, that's why. That's incredible. My rap's so bad, make you want to die. But don't worry, my monster's so good like hentai. That had the flow. I think that had the flow.
I definitely had some flow. It did also just give me like this flashback of memories of people who just like absolutely despised the concept that there was rapping in the videos occasionally. It's just like, why would you do this? You're ruining my entire family line.
Alright, so its head then adorned with 2 tentacles, which function how you might imagine. They grab stuff. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, okay, all right.
It feels like a really awkward place to put grabbers, but you do you.
I mean, no, a monster grabbing stuff with head tentacles while also moving around with its legs, that'd be so cool.
To be fair, I guess they can reach around, just the shape of them looks like they're stuck on the back.
As well as doubling up as an intimidation factor, performing a...
I think it should use them to, like, grab the coral tree branches and then swing at you.
And warding off would-be aggressors. They can help him climb, they can pull him. God, I wish I'd got more concept art in different poses and situations. All-purpose tool that gives him a lot of versatility. The tail works very similarly, though with less precise.
In the realm of things, opposable thumbs, better than tentacles, but then, like, tentacles above, like, so many other different configurations of grabbers.
His actual legs, then, not too strong. They function. His legs do function, at least.
Yeah, I mean, every monster has legs. We know this. Except for the ones that don't. Like, even the fucking snakes have fucking legs. Why do the snakes have legs?
Because snakes are lizards, man. We've been over this.
Right, but they're also snakes.
Claws not too sharp, but again, they're kind of enough to get by. But nothing especially impressive nor dangerous. Its skin smooth to the touch despite being a fanged wyvern in classification, albeit far...
Okay, so he's a fanged wyvern.
I will say, the more I look at this, the more I feel like it would be very Namiel-ish. Like, you'd probably want it to have that water, like, armor type concept where it's just, like, covered in the moisture.
Moved from the classic traits of its fellows, the skin produces a oily substance.
Oh, well, there you go.
There it is, yeah.
And gives it a slick core.
I kind of did do a little pre-Namiel before we even knew Namiel existed.
The more I'm looking at this, like, even, like, the little frilly bits, is like, that's exactly like the end of Namiel's wing patterns. They do look like that.
Quality, allowing it to do a little bit of slidey enhanced movement.
Yeah, sliding on its, like, the slick substance it produces. That's
Like Namiel?
Cool. Yeah.
Aggressors, and most importantly, slip into small cracks in the rock and squeeze right on in combination.
Yeah, because I wanted to give it the octopus trait of any space that its beak can fit, the rest of it can fit.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, show it. Yeah.
Beak can fit through, which is, you know, pretty small. It's entirely...
Jaywood M13.
I love that guy. He's such a cool octopus.
My favorite octopus is named Jaywood.
Extreme, because I feel like if this thing suddenly, like, through a tiny gap in a wall you were fighting near,
It's just a part of that where it just feels like it's painful. Like, okay, that's a weird freeze frame. It looks like an octopus dick.
I think I essentially here wanted it to be able to move and zone transfer like they ultimately decided to move and zone transfer the cephalopods, just sucking into a wall and popping out somewhere else. I think so far I'm quite in Monster Hunter wavelength design-wise.
be like, that's a bit extreme, but it certainly can get through spaces you perhaps would not expect it to based on its size. And size-wise, it would be kind of close to...
Yeah, I feel like you'd need the claws to be able to get through. Probably like noodle body size.
Definitely a competitor for the top of its respective food chain, which would indeed be the Coral Highlands. I
feel like nobody has ever made a custom monster and been like, yeah, and I want it to be the starter monster tier.
Yeah. I want it to be the basic tutorial monster that everyone beats up on really easily. Okay.
Yeah, I'd like it to be the one that every player can experience right at the start of the game. I think that's a good spot for it.
Gorgeous zone, and I feel like it is lacking a certain extra something, which, in my opinion, my monster would solve. But then again, I might be a bit biased. So its base moveset then, before we do get fancy, is that of a speedy, elegant dancer of an attacker. So essentially we get another high-tempo, high-reaction time test fight that needs you to respond to various... Why am I teabagging Kobe in the background?
I like to think, like, obviously I have to imagine this was entirely separate from the voice recording, but I like to imagine that you're live recording the voice while doing this.
Let me just teabag these kelpies.
Yeah, that'll add some flavor.
Cues quickly, using the tentacles to grab hold of nearby surfaces in combination with the slippery body to propel off.
See? I did do that. He grabs stuff with the tentacles, pulls himself around. That's so cool!
I'm just saying, if the entire, like, underside of body and tail was also suckers, you could do this cool, like, flipping motion where, like, it grabs a wall with its with the head tentacles, and then it flips up onto the belly, and it just, like, climbs like that, like, flipping repeatedly.
And come barreling at you at high speeds, then swerving round for another assault, whipping you with the various appendages, the occasional claw that's kind of weak, biting at you with its sharp beak, and generally trying to consistently get into your blind spot and attack you while you're vulnerable. But all in all, at a base level, for its position as a top predator, and indeed its size...
I'm hoping I remembered correctly of one really cool trait I gave it, but I'm not going to say anything in case it doesn't come up.
Anticlimactic at the base level. Well, that's because I favour a kind of intelligent trickster monster. So Oclacerta here has quite the few little tricks up its...
All my points are spent there, I think.
I'm going to give it confusion. I want it to be Malfestio as a water creature.
Leave from a...
I do hope confusion comes back one day.
I hope Malfestio comes back.
Tentacle throw it to get a little bit of range fun from some high pressure...
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, just grab a rock and whip it at you.
Beak, but the main hook for this encounter then begins when it enrages. And when it... Oh, I actually got the enraged version. That's awesome. Am I going to give it, like, the cuttlefish ability to put on an intimidating light show, like pulsing through its body? Does so. Its frills glow. Its body gets this eerie luminescence.
See, I feel like you were, like, one step away from making it lightning and then basically just being Namiel.
I've basically done a hybrid between all the best traits of octopus, cuttlefish, squid, and it looks like a beacon of...
Honestly, in hindsight, Nakarkos plus Namiel is what I'm looking at right now in my brain.
Really begins. See, while enraged, it will attempt to do one of its most signature attacks.
It might actually have confusion, because that's what the cuttlefish pulsing along its body does to a fish.
Yeah, it might, yeah.
Which is hilarious as a thing. Like, swimming up to a fish, making yourself glow in weird colors and patterns, and the fish is like, whoa, what the fuck? Oh, I've been eaten.
It's a real Hypnotoad moment.
It genuinely is. Hacks. Which is to say, it will suddenly put on a burst of speed unlike anything else, rush past you, and attempt to get out of the line of sight. Oh yeah, this is actually such a cool fucking attack. I'm so good. So... It whips. Shut up! It whips past you, and so you have to spin the camera. But when you spin the camera, it's just completely gone. Why is it completely gone?
Because it went into a wall?
Of every hunter there. If you are locked on, it will forcibly de-lock you. And then what will happen is you turn around and it's gone. Yeah, right? How good is that? You've got to find it.
But like, what would it be doing? Just like, yeah, they're probably really confused right now.
No, it'd be one of those where it's camoed into a pit of the terrain, looking like it, and it'll be charging up some sort of attack, and you either find it and hit it and it cancels it, or you don't find it in time and it like launches at you and does something big and impressive.
All right. Well, I like big and impressive.
Is that not a cool idea? It whips past you, it becomes part of a rock, you have to spot the difference in the terrain and hit it before it hits you.
That absolutely is something that I am afraid that I would not like to have in the game, purely because it would make me very aware of how much knowledge I have too much of every map.
Of every little rock.
Like I feel like if, at least if it was in a Monster Hunter game that we'd been playing for long enough, I would just be like, yep, I know exactly where it is. It's right there. It's right there. It's obvious.
Gone. But has it gone? You've still got combat music. That would be so cool to see a monster do that! And the combat music's still playing, but everything seems still. I think this holds up. I know I'm biased, obviously, but I think this holds up.
Well, I think alternate variation, just take advantage of the fact that you've had it so it can go through walls. Just make it go into a random wall, and it's just like little bits of water are like leaking out of the wall, and you have to find it and hit the wall or something.
Music, and you're still the game thinks you're in a fight. What's happening? Well,
and I think ironically the tech is now here to do a monster like this.
It is doing so in plain sight. You'll be wandering around going, where the hell is it?
Can you see? Can you see it? Can you see the octopus?
I think so.
Where do you think the octopus is?
The moving thing at the top?
The moving thing at the top?
No, it's the thing at the bottom right, isn't it?
God, it's definitely in this zone. I don't understand. Where? What? I don't... Whoa!
Yeah, okay.
See how good is it? They're so good at it.
I have to imagine it's not that sudden.
Oh, jeez, I found it! Guys!
That's the kind of gameplay I want to create, though. Like, oh my god, it's right there!
Which is quite funny coming from you, as somebody who hates horror and has a fear of the underwater.
Yeah! Guys, and thus we have what I think one hell of a fun little mechanic. I do have a little concept! Catch where it is currently mimicking the environment and lying in wait and preparing for a vicious onslaught. Much like an octopus using chromatophores in its skin can change the...
I love chromatophores. They really help me understand concepts that I don't get.
To help it do so, so can Oclacerta, becoming an almost perfect compacted mimic of the surface it chose to perch upon. And then begins a deadly game of hide and seek. If you can find it, which should be doable with just a little bit of keen perception, that rock...
I feel like you should have, like, photoshopped it, like, camouflaged into this and just had it be a still frame.
Yeah.
You could totally see it like crammed into one of these and looking like it.
Oh yeah, like absolutely with those, especially.
Looks a little bit weirdly bulgy, a bit too big, and oh, now that I'm close, the texture is a little. See, I even got the example gameplay going on. Very cool.
You even have some Shamos.
Yeah, look at that. That's so fun. I love even the Shamos being like, where is it?
I think they're looking at the other one.
A little bit off. All right, I'm gonna slap it, and then you do so, and Oclacerta's like, ah, fuck, you got me. Well done, fine, we'll get back to fighting. So if you do track him down instantly, you get a little bit of a free hit here, and you cancel the attack that's coming. But if you don't, well, eventually out of nowhere, you're going to get absolutely launched at, grabbed in both head tentacles, slapped. Ah, that's the wind-up for his grab, that makes sense. Brutal, painful, damaging grab attack. So it really is this intense pause in the fight where one of you comes out directly on top. And that happens a couple times while he's enraged, but when he reaches the end of his enrage, well then, yeah, this is it. This is what I was talking about. They do this and it literally hypnotizes and stuns fish. Like, how insane is it that they can do that with their skin? Like, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty. I wish my skin could do that.
And he borrows from cuttlefish that use their color-changing properties. How cool is that? Make a monster that can do it with its skin and it confuses you or stuns you.
Well, it probably wouldn't stun me, but I'm special.
Prey into just sitting there and accepting death. Wow, that's so weird. What is that? Oh no.
Whoa, cool fireworks.
Going through a rapid series of color changes that if you keep looking at, if you don't physically turn your
rainbow pigment.
Rainbow! Not necessarily your camera, but your physical hunter look away. If you don't, when it reaches its climax of eclectic color, you will be inflicted with the confusion debuff. Yeah! Confusion back.
Yeah, confusion.
Okay, I'll be honest. Again, I'm biased, but so far, this is a banger of a monster. And you'll spend your time flailing around as the now calmed down and back to normal Oclacerta comes and has a little bit of a slap and a bite. So that would the old slap and bite.
It gets the job done, doesn't it?
Dealable, but still pretty quick physical attacks with some trickery and range, and then the enrage combat where he actually employs this lovely color-changing combat that I think would leave a lasting impression.
Your cat's so freaked out, man.
Monster Hunter experience. So, how would he actually operate within, well, the Coral Highlands where he lives? Well, his body compacts, right? It's malleable, as we said. He can fit into smaller areas than you'd expect, which, by the way, makes him resistant to blunt attacks, but his beak is weak to them, as it is quite...
Hey, take that back!
...for bladed weaponry. So he likes to pull himself and crawl round the...
Okay, come on. Come on! Who puts text behind an image?
What happened here? Belly of the Highlands, the caves, the water-filled pools that are almost serene, calm getaways. There are so many beautiful areas of the Coral Highlands that just get neglected. You might never even been to some of these, and certainly the others only a couple times, and I think they would be really fun to fight.
Yeah, I don't remember this room.
Yeah, this is a place that I remember. I like how we said opposite things at the exact same time.
I see as a perfect nest. Instantly feels kind of cozy, like you just want to chill in the pools. The vines.
Oh, I do remember this one though. It's close to the connector to
It would be a great nest, especially with the water. Yeah,
this would be such a good nest
environment with a few layers to it, and I think this would be a perfect final showdown. A claustrophobic.
And he could definitely do the hide and seek really well in here.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I could totally see it just pretending to be one of these trees with his tentacles sticking up.
Yeah.
On in here, I don't know this area well enough to instantly spot it. Oh no. And that is to me the...
Is it weird to say this sort of makes me want Gobule back?
And then he grabs you and throws you down to the Vale.
Yeah, the Vale, yeah.
Spending his time hunting the smaller animals, able to take Shamos fairly easily, but it's still kind of a lot of work. He prefers to just sit ever so silently still above a pool of fish and lash out and grab.
I like that those fish are 2D, but not in the way that you would expect them to be 2D.
Yeah. Strips of flesh off with his razor-sharp beak as he consumes the victim alive.
I don't know why I felt the need to make it sound so grim. He just eats the fish that he caught.
He consumes the victim alive!
surprise ambush kill Titsuyaku, maybe even Palumu, he would try and avoid Legiana, but they'd seldom come into contact. 1. An aerial hunt.
Yeah, he eats like fish and stuff, and then sometimes raptors and other times large mouse birds.
Sometimes he just fucking kills Palumu, because why not? The other, more specialized to the deeper realms in the earth. There is another option if you want a larger mainstay. This area is absolutely...
This would be a good area.
Yeah, this area would be amazing for him. So much lovely flowing water, including indeed a waterfall that is ever so happy. Wait, the what?
The waterfall's so happy.
The waterfall is very happy. How are you feeling today, waterfall? Oh, I love being a waterfall. Careful of that octopus lizard behind you, though. And then you could have a great inbuilt warning system. Thanks, waterfall. It's times like these that I must ask myself a great question. Do I leave that shit in?
The answer is always
Why
yes.
not? We all have our flaws. And I think this zone...
My flaws is giving sentience to waterfall.
I don't know if that counts as a flaw. It's more just a quirk.
would be a really unique experience, full of verticality, lots of platforms, coral bridges, loads of layers to it that really let him spring around the place, swing
And before you give sentience to a waterfall and it just stops waterfalling, it's like, no, I don't want to do that anymore, actually. I don't like that action.
around the place with his tentacles, hide in unique locations for the spring grab, and give you a much more epic find him than just running in a circle around a big open area where he kind of has to be against one of the walls, you know? We need more constrictive fights that feel just more intimate. He'd spend his days wandering about, occasional darting moves.
Look, man, I know you like this monster, but you don't need to get intimate with it.
Look, man, I'm just saying. Okay, think about it.
I just think you've made your intentions quite clear.
Movements as he camouflages for a second, realizes, nope, actually it's fine, and moving on. Not skittish per se, but careful, cautious planning. I really want him to feel like he's thinking. When he looks at you, he'd be initially a peaceful monster. You'd have to start the fight with Oclacerta, but while you are milling around him, he would be having a think, and if you spook him, then boom, eyes fucking hidden, and that would be a lovely way of doing things. And indeed, this mastery and penchant for disguise, coupled with his cunning intelligence, is why he's never been found yet.
See, he's even got an inbuilt reason to be added as a discovery.
It's like the Chameleos reasoning.
Yeah.
He was always there.
Whenever a hunter would be walking past, well, he looks like just another rock, and perhaps even hasn't ventured to the surface that often. Maybe food shortages in the cave system have forced him to roam the surface, looking for larger prey to supplement his diet, forcing him to run the risk of being spotted just that little bit more, and lo and behold, an investigation, we notice something strange. There's also a possibility I thought of giving him an ink-based attack if he needed just a little bit extra, but I maybe thought it was too much, kind of darkening your screen as he absolutely douses you in this jet black sticky goop. And I
still think we do need a monster that makes everything go pitch black.
It's hard, because, like, awareness is such an important part of a game like this that taking it away is difficult. I feel like sound would also be a fun one.
had a version with 2 extra tails, just in case it wasn't enough.
I think, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, more tentacles.
See, I even pulled back on the tentacles.
What irritates me slightly is that neither of these two designs have 8 limbs. The first one is 7, and this one is now 9.
Does a tail count as a limb?
I've always counted it as such, but I've never really thought about it, I guess.
You never know, you might need triple whip action, and, you know, it would enhance all of his attributes, because he got 2 extra...
Oh, I have a triple whip action sounds like a deodorant advert.
Triple whip action! Just whip your deodorant at people 3 times.
Bring loaded prehensile limbs to absolutely fling himself around the place, so we could have that going on, but I think these two were sort of optional additions if you think he really needs them. And indeed, tell me what you think, truly. I hope you like him, I hope you think he has potential.
And be honest, please. He's my baby.
Please give me your thoughts.
And be a fun fight. I've really tried to think about this in a proper way, and I'd say
I've really tried to think about this, but my brain...
I'm really trying to think. It was hard.
brain no work good.
in something like Odo. So, and the coral could use another monster, and he fits a role that's not represented there in zones that aren't really used, and his armor could be absolutely beautiful, and I want him so bad.
Yeah.
I really do. I've got myself really worked up on this guy, but yeah, I'd love a discussion as we try our best to make him...
Look, again, I made my intentions very clear at the
I
start.
would adore hearing your own little ideas for...
But no big ideas.
Only little ones. It can't be better than mine.
Josh, please like, subscribe, the bell, and all.
Well, there you go then. What do you think of old Oclacerta?
I think it's a lovely concept that unfortunately was ripped off by Namiel.
I can't believe Capcom stole my monster.
I know, right? Crazy.
It's ridiculous. All right, then, guys.
She even does glowing lights. It just occurred to me.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Namiel even does the glowing lights. Oh.
Oh.
All right, guys, let me know what you think, and we'll see you soon. Like, if you enjoyed this, subscribe with the bell for more. Consider supporting the future channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, goodbye.
Goodbye. Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.